Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about some Pride of Mandalore crew for the Republic. AMG is still dropping out little spoilers here and there. They're giving us them a little at a time. They're giving them to us, not giving us but they're giving them to us. So we're going to take a look at some of these now. If you guys are new here to the channel, we are still giving away a lightsaber. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos in order to enter to win that giveaway. That's running until the end of the month, so plenty of time left for that. Also, we are going to thank our sponsor today, which is Luxury Playstyle. Amazing full metal tokens. They're so beautiful. They make you want to play your game more. Check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Use code Crabbok VIP. You're going to save 15%. If you use that code and orders $35, they're going to get the free beautiful Crabbok token, double-sided, lightsaber nunchucks of blue on the front, lightsaber nunchucks of red on the back. It works every time. And suddenly I'm Lando now. All right, so check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Don't forget that awesome code. And yes, we're going to be talking about some of this stuff now. A lot of people have probably already seen, I know I've shared some of the kind of spoilers on social media that like this pack has already kind of made its way into the wild a little bit well ahead of street date, and there are unboxings out there. So while there are a lot of cards, I was thinking like, do I even want to make a video about spoilers when everything's kind of already been spoiled? And I'm like, well, let's do it anyway, because it gives us a chance to talk about some awesome crew, and plus we got high resolution images also. And you know, when we get this and we do the unboxing, then we'll kind of course, you know, look at everything. But I want to just kind of do some stuff for Obi-Wan. So let's take a look at Obi-Wan Kenobi. There's a name I've not heard in a long time. So I always think when Obi-Wan Kenobi was fighting Darth Vader on the Death Star, and he says, "If you strike me down, I should become more powerful than you could possibly imagine." I always thought, like, boy, your imagination is weak. Oh, you're going to become like a ghost that's going to whisper to somebody? Like, I don't think that's that powerful. I get the figurative meaning, right? Because he whispered to Luke at the time that the Death Star got destroyed. But wouldn't it have been cooler if he transformed into like a 20-foot tall human Rancor hybrid with like lightsabers for fingernails? And he's like, "Ha ha, you fool! You have unleashed the true Kenobi. This is my final form." And he started thrashing, and and Darth Vader was like, "Oh crap!" and like hightailed it out of there. You know, it's like, note to self: don't strike down Jedi. And, you know, at least in a fair duel, like just, you know, do it. Have the clones. That's why Palpatine had the clones do it, because he didn't want to get attacked. But you know, I don't know. It would have been cooler. I think that's a what if. I wouldn't mind seeing. But let me get back on topic here. We're talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi as a crew for the Republic. Now, obviously, if you're taking a crew, that means you cannot take the pilot of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and that's he's a good pilot, so you know, we're gonna have to see. What does the crew do? Well, very similar to his pilot ability, as you might expect. He's gonna say, after a friendly ship at range 0 to 2 spends a focus or evade token, you may spend 1 force. If you do, that ship gains a focus token. So very similar to what we've seen previously from Obi-Wan Kenobi. He does also grant you a recurring force charge, and as you know, force charge crew are pretty awesome, because that can give any ship that can take a crew a force charge. So I like that. I'm not sure though. Like, it really depends on how much he's going to cost. Is he going to be more than 10 points? You know, some crew tend to be in that price range, but his ability is also going to work better if you've got, you know, if you can put him somewhere where there's already force, or depending on how many crew you end up getting, you know, we'll have to see. And he's obviously going to want to work with other crew. He seems like he's got synergy in the other Mandalorians for the Republic that come in this pack, so it'd be pretty cool. Although it is interesting that Obi-Wan is in a Mandalorian pack and he's not, but you know, he did have some armor, and he was heavily involved in the Mandalorian arc in the Clone Wars, so you know, it's a good opportunity to put an Obi-Wan crew out there, just regardless. So yeah, and I'm glad they didn't make him like epic only, right? Like, I like having iconic characters and stuff be usable in most games. So I like that, but it's going to depend on what he costs. If he's like five points, then it might, you know, then that'd be great. I think he'll be more than that though. But you know, for a Force character, the Force ability alone is worth a lot. So, but yeah, and that's a good pilot. It's a good crew ability if you're not going to take Obi-Wan as a pilot. Satine Kryze, of course, Obi-Wan's lovely lady is going to have 2 recurring charge. And it says, at the start of the engagement phase, you may spend 2 charge. If you do, each friendly ship may choose to gain 1 deplete token and 1 focus token, or to gain 1 disarm token and 1 evade token. So she is like she reminds me of Leia a little bit, but I mean that because she's affecting every allied ship, right? Each friendly ship, and that includes yourself. But she's the ultimate defender here, right? You can take a deplete and a focus. So like, hey, the focus is great for defense, but you got to deplete. So, you know, and this is at the start of the engagement phase. So you're not going to be able to like do this and then immediately do like a blue maneuver and clear stuff, right? So, you know, it's like you're going to shoot at a detriment if you want that focus. But really you should be doing this when you're like when you're turning, when you're doing evasive maneuvers is when you want to do this with her, right? Like generally, although you do it whenever you have to, I suppose. Or take a disarm and an evade token. So evade token is going to work even better, but then you're getting a full-blown disarm. So it's kind of cool, right? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a really cool option. I'm curious what it's going to cost. You can't use her every turn. I don't think you would want to use her every turn. But I think she's going to be really good to have that option when you do need her. And with 2 recurring charge, that sounds about right. You know, you won't be able to use her back-to-back turns, but you can use her every other turn, or as you see fit, as long as it doesn't exceed that. So that's pretty cool. And so I like that. And of course, it does work well with Obi-Wan, right? They can spend a focus or an evade. Either one works pretty well. I like that she's in the art there. And he's like, all right, I'll make sure my ability suits your purposes. And I shall make sure my ability suits your purposes. That's not how she sounds at all. I'm doing a terrible Satine Kryze voice. Let's keep going. We've got Corki Kryze. Little Corki, nephew. After, he also a Republic-only crew, says, after a friendly ship in your front half at range 1 to 2 becomes the defender, you may transfer a green token to it. I like that. So if you want to fly back up, right, front half too, it's pretty cool. Like it a lot. It doesn't matter what size ship he's on there too, because the front half is just, you know, just the same. You know, like so very cool. But he also has a friendly ship in your front half at range 1 to 2 defends. If you obstruct the attack, the defender rolls 1 additional defense die. So this kind of makes him want to go on the gauntlet, right? That's kind of good, or at least the lat, right? But I mean, there's not really that many other crew options unless you're gonna put him with what, like R2D2 or something like that. But there's a few. There's not that many. But you know, I think the gauntlet's the clear winner here for where you want to put him, because you're most likely to obstruct an attack. And then you can fly behind your other faster ships, you know, and then transfer green tokens. Of course, this does have synergy also with Satine, because he can go ahead and like, hey, you know, I'm too far out, especially like for opening engagements, right? I'm too far out, so I will take, you know, the evade, and then I'll transfer it to the other ship when they get attacked, and then maybe they take a focus. And the cool thing about this one too is you can choose. It's not like you have to choose once for your whole fleet. Each ship may choose, right? So if you do, each friendly ship may choose to gain this or gain that. So it sounds to me like every ship may, I guess, make its own independent choice. And so Corki is definitely gonna play into flavor for that, making that whole thing is a little bit better. Now, I think the real question is, will you be able to get 3 crew on a gauntlet? And I doubt that. It's not really a big crew compartmentalized ship, and when you know, I think 2 is the max that you're going to see. But it might be one of those deals where different factions, versions, or different individual configurations of the gauntlet have different number of crew. Like there's already a title that grants an extra crew, so we know that you're probably at least going to be able to get at least 1 on there, and probably in some cases 2, or maybe 2, and then in some cases 3. Who knows? Like they have done things in the past where a certain, like this pilot ability and his configuration of a ship is different than her configuration of the ship. You know, where some ships have proton torpedoes and then the other ones have bombers, and they're the same ship. You know, and so like, why is that? You know, so with 2.0, a lot of those things have changed. It's not standardized amongst all versions, but so I guess we'll have to wait and see until, you know, and once that points document drops. And that is supposed to happen around the same time as the new rules are going to be coming out. This should all be supposed to be by the end of February. So we'll have to wait and see. These are going to be coming out soon, though. I think the date for these, the street date, is the 25th for this whole Mandalorian kind of microwave, or this wave of 3. The rule of 2 is gone. It's now the wave of 3. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to join our Discord. Check the links out in the description below. Also, like the video, share the video. All that good stuff is helpful to me. And be sure to subscribe, leave a comment to enter to win that lightsaber giveaway. Check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Use code Crabbok VIP. All of that good stuff. But have fun gaming, most importantly. I want to thank my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. We have some new announcements for Life Day winners that are going live today. So check Patreon to see if you won. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much. And as always, have a great day.